What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Z Queen Candy Podcast. Hope everyone is, as always, doing good and staying safe. Hope everyone had a wonderful Monday. Of course, y'all know what we doing. We out here getting it in, grinding, doing as much as we can, and get to the next level. All praise be to Allah. Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we definitely cannot complain at all. Allah is the greatest. Okay, y'all. We're going to make this intro short and sweet because we really want to come back and get into this topic. For those that do not know, September is Suicide Awareness Month. And it's also Suicide Prevention Month, which is pretty much the same thing in our book. And what we're going to talk about tonight is 5 ways how you can help yourself, or you can help someone else with having suicidal thoughts. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to give y'all a little bit of our backstory as well. But this is along with mental health, depression, anxiety, PTSD, postpartum depression. We've experienced all of that. And unfortunately, we did try to commit suicide on ourselves. So that's one of the other things we will be talking about when we come back from our break. Short and sweet, life is hard. Life is definitely hard, and we can say we done been to hell and back. And we give, of course, Islam, of course, Allah, our messenger, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and last but certainly not least, our husband, for even taking the time to care about saving our life and introducing us to Islam and showing us through our teachings how to really, love ourselves. And there was a whole process. We'll get into this after the break. We had to do a whole lot of healing, a whole lot of letting go, and a whole lot of cutting people off. Straight up, y'all. So, what we said we're going to do, we're going to keep it short and sweet. What we're going to do is hit y'all with a couple of our original music that y'all will be hearing soon from Military Camp Records. Queen Candy, that's us. As y'all already know, we do music as well. So we're going to hit y'all with a couple tracks. Then we're going to come back in and we're going to get right into it, y'all. So we will be back on the Queen Candy Podcast. right, we are back on the Queen Candy podcast. And before we went into the break, y'all, we told y'all September is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month. And this topic is very close to us because we did go through a period of time. To make the long story short, we were dealing with a family member at the time. We will not say the name, but we were dealing with a family member at the time that was coming for us and used our kids in the process and slandered our name and spread lies about us. And unfortunately, due to that, DCF was involved. And, we give praise to Allah that it didn't get to the court stage of the whole thing, and we had to be down on paper about seeing our own kids that we carried and gave birth to. So we found out who it was that called them and had our kids taken away, all out of spite, just to get back at us. That was a very rough time, very, and it was a lot of hell. We did not have the support and the love that we should have because Black people, we always tend to look at each other like we crazy, which is a huge reason why we go through that fear of not wanting to reach out and letting somebody know that we need some type of help, or we're thinking about harming and killing ourselves. We never had that support. When we tried to a few years ago, we were lashed out at. When we went to a mental institution, we were lashed out at. No one ever encouraged us or had our back or still said that they loved us. We don't really know why. And to be honest, we don't care because we were going through a lot at the time. And our husband is really, really the first person we've ever come across that's cared about anything we felt, even if he didn't agree with anything that we were going through or knowing what he knows about our past, helped us heal through Islam, like we said, and helped us to find peace, helped us to cut people off when necessary, how to love ourselves, how to encourage ourselves, and how to motivate ourselves. And each and every day, we continue on. We look straight forward. We don't look back. People probably talk about us. We don't know, don't care. People probably don't like us. We don't know, we don't care. That's none of our concern. But what is our concern is healing and letting go and moving on. And yeah, like we said, we had to remove a lot of people from our life. And that's what it is. Our happiness, our peace is more important than people liking us or loving us. And we had to go to hell and back just to really realize that. People feel like, well, I got the best of her or him, or, I won, or, they a punk, or whatever you want to call us. We'll be that. But it's not that you won. We just chose to have peace. Your opinion of us, and we've had to say this, what you think of us took a lot to even get to this point. It doesn't validate us. You don't validate or determine who we are because you got an issue with us. And these are just the many things as to why a lot of people have these suicidal thoughts. We always make the mistake of putting our power, our love, everything in other people that don't even know how to give it back to you. They're just as messed up. We all are messed up. It's not a competition of who's done more dirt than who's more messed up than who done screwed up more than who. It's not really a competition, and we shouldn't be judging, but we do. Guess we enjoy doing it, or we feel good about ourselves. But just like we had to ask our oldest son a few years ago, do you really want to be the reason why somebody ends their life? You never know what that person might be going through, and you may snap on them and say one wrong word or one wrong phase, and then that person like, you know what, I'm done. whether we feel like or we agree with what that person is going through is irrelevant. They still got to go through it. You can't run away from it. You can only run for so long. You can't go around it, over it, whatever. You might as well go through it. And a lot of times, yes, it's going to require us looking at the woman or the man in the mirror and facing where we fell short. That's what we had to do. We accepted a lot of behavior, a lot of habits, lies, secrets that we never should have. And that's one of the things we do fault ourselves for, or should we say we did fault ourselves for with our past. And that's one of the many things, and we still, healing. We still finding peace, but we know we have it. And that's one of the many reasons why we went through what we went through. Because we accepted so much, we didn't love ourselves. We thought we was in love, but we was being used like crazy. And we just, like a lot of women and men, felt like there was no other way out. The past 2 years of our life have been great. We can't complain at all. We've done a whole 360. We've dealt with a lot of things. We had to change a lot of things, and it has made us better. And like we said, yes, we have cut off a lot of people. We don't care. Our peace is more important, and we realize that now. So with all that being said, we're just going to give y'all 5 quick tips, like we said before the break, on how to help yourself or how you can help someone else that may be having suicidal thoughts. So, whether it's someone that you know, best friend, you're on the job, y'all known each other for years, family member, your spouse, realizing that they're going through that and approaching them, it can be hard. But nothing is too much, when it comes to saving somebody's life or the discomfort. And a lot of people, they don't really know how to approach someone that's going through that. We just tell people you need to get over it. And like we said, don't tell people how to heal. They're going to heal in their time, not yours, whether you agree with it or not. That's what we have to tell people. Let us realize things on our time. It's going to come. Let us heal and process how we're going to process. And we had to have learned to process differently now. We couldn't avoid that as well. But nothing is ever too much when it comes to saving somebody's life. It may drive them crazy, it may annoy the hell out of them, but who cares? Because nothing is more important than saving their life. Ask them if they're thinking about it. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Don't hold back. It's not really going to put the idea in their head, nor will it make them more likely to do it. You never know. They may feel like somebody actually cares or they care about me, and they may never know. Everyone's different. They may want to reach out for help, so just ask them. And when they tell you, don't go run your mouth. And to the people that's having trouble confiding, find somebody you can trust, absolutely trust. Don't just run and tell everybody your business. Because a lot of people are not looking to help you, they're looking to make you worse. They're looking to destroy you. Our people are the worst at it. The complete worst. Listen, start a conversation. Don't judge them. Like we said, even if you think they nuts, you think it's silly, okay, cool. That's how you feel. But you're not the one going through what they're going through. If you can't help them, leave them alone. Don't hurt them. Or at least find some resources or find somebody that can. If you can't do it, that's okay. But don't lie and, judge them just to go run your mouth and whatnot and, pretending like you care. Like you reaching up to grab them and they want to save your life or whatnot. You want to pull them down and make them worse. That's what a lot of people do when they get in relationships. And before you know it, it'll spiral out of control. When they're talking to you, create, a safe environment, a safe space for them to share their feelings, share what they're going through. And then, without feeling like they're going to be judged, allow them to do that. If they gotta write it down, if you gotta get therapy or whatever, we have to do all of the above. Yeah, we was judged. But you know, the thing about it is, at least we were brave enough to face our demons. We were brave enough to face and deal with whatever we were going through. You know, a lot of our family, a lot of people that we know still ain't dealt with. And you have to, at some point in your life, stay with them. Don't ever leave them alone. If you really feel like they're going to harm themselves or do something, don't leave them alone. You know, find them somewhere safe, wherever it may be, with somebody that's going to care and going to look out for them in the event that you can't until you can get more resources or more help for that person. Make sure they in a private place. Don't take that chance. You never know. Even we don't even care if they just say it one time or 100. Do not leave them alone. Secure. Just like last one. Stay. Stay and secure that person. If you think they're going to be a harm to themselves, take them seriously. Like we said, we don't care if it's one time or 100. Take them seriously. Especially if it's somebody you know personally, you know you're having a hard time, take them seriously. We feel like a lot of people, suicide could have been prevented had somebody taken them seriously, or had people not ignored the warning signs because they were too afraid or they didn't know how to deal with it. You know, remove any objects if you have to get them to a safe place that could be a threat to their life or a suicide attempt. You know, get rid of it. Remove any objects at all, y'all. And last but not least, and we found this number online. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800, y'all, 273-8255. Follow whatever they tell you to do. If it's immediate, call 911. Forget that. Don't waste no time at all, y'all. Call 911. So yes, y'all. We just wanted to come on and do a real quick live. We will be live again this Thursday on all of our social media platforms to give awareness to this disease that's affecting not just the person that does it or the person that's going through it. It affects the people around them. You know, like we said, you don't want to be the reason why somebody goes to harm themselves. You don't. Help them. If you can't, leave them alone and don't hurt them. You know, it's hard enough out here as it is, y'all. Straight up. Um, and people are so angry and evil and hateful, and all they really want to do, you know, is make things worse. They want to destroy, they want to take away, they want to kill, whatever is good in this world. You see someone doing good, you can't accept that, you gotta destroy it. It's really sad. A lot of people, and that's why we say be real careful who you tell your business to, whatever it is that you may be going through. Um, because everybody's not looking to help you. Find somebody that you can really trust. For real. It's hard out here. And we have a few people in our life. You know, of course, we have Allah, we have the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we have our husband, and we don't really have too many friends. Straight up. Straight up, y'all. For this reason, we do have a best friend that we talk to probably about every other week. You know, a few times out the week we check in on each other. But when you have that, you know, confide in those people. You know, rely on them and they'll rely on you. But the number one thing we all need to remember is that it starts with you. The self-love, the motivation, everything, pushing yourself, saving your life, it all starts with you. We can't always rely on other people. We shouldn't. It's nice, like we said, if you have those people in your corner, but we don't have to always rely on that. Because if something happens to them, then what? That's why you gotta motivate yourself and push yourself to continuously be better. You can change your life. And we're gonna say this and we're gonna close out. You can change your life. You are not a mistake. You are not somebody else's burden, and you deserve to love yourself. You deserve to have a better life. You deserve to be happy. And if you don't have people in your life and in your corner that feel the same way, get rid of them. It's not going to end good. We know this for a fact. Start with yourself. Find your self love. Find your power. Find your motivation, whatever it's going to take for you to heal, for you to get through everything and anything that you're going through. Remember that, y'all. You are not a mistake. So with all that being said, y'all, we're going to give y'all all of our social media. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and any other streaming platform under the Queen Candy Podcast. Y'all can also check us out on the CTR Media Network, on WBGR TV, on their Facebook page, and of course on WJR and WUNK Radio. So with all that being said, y'all, we will be back on Thursday with a very special episode of the Queen Candy Podcast. We will have some other guests in the building, and we all will be getting into an even deeper depth of suicide prevention. These ladies are brave enough to share their stories. We're going to share ours as well, so we cannot wait. It will be 8:30 Central Standard Time this Thursday coming up, y'all. 8:30. So make sure y'all come through and check us out. Thank y'all once again for checking out the Queen Candy Podcast. And we will talk to y'all in a few days. Make sure y'all stay safe.